Okay, second FANVID here for Feelings No Fact. And we're going to be talking about Blue Lock today. There's a sentiment that is growing on YouTube that I've seen coming to this topic about, is Blue Lock realistic or not? Short answer is very much so. Blue Lock is not realistic. It's not how actual footballers play. That's not how the best or the top people in the field when it comes to sports actually think. Blue Lock is really focusing on the mentality of a player. Now, not a lot of you guys know, but I'm actually a professional athlete myself. I would say I've been taking a little bit of a break, but I'm getting back into the sport right now called hockey. Okay, it is a sports. It's a sport that is heavily focused on team, but when it comes to execution, skill is everything. I think a lot of people misunderstand the fact that when you look at the main protagonist, Isagi, you get to see his development of his ego. I mean, you can also parry that and say it's more of a development of his confidence, because he is confident in his skill, but he's not confident in taking chances that produce the beauty of the game called football. Not soccer, football for you American weebs. Sportsman myself, I would have to say, when you're attacking, when you're there trying to make goals that determine whether your team wins or loses, yes, you have to be selfish most of the time, especially when times when you're in the clear. But of course, Blue Lock fails to portray as the whole team. Let's not forget the fact that Blue Lock is about attackers and attackers only. You can't have a thinking or mentality saying this is not realistic of the sport when the show itself is basically training for attackers whose only goal is to score goals. For example, when you look at players like Ronaldo, freaking Messi, Mbappe, Erling Haaland, if you also look at people like freaking Griezmann, Neymar, like these are football players that are looked at to change the game. Whenever these players come on the pitch, they change the atmosphere, which I found very perfectly executed in one of the episodes. I think it was like episode 5. The excellent or the best striker in the world. You must change the atmosphere of the game. You must change what happens when you step on the pitch. You must be a game changer. Blue Lock is really following is if any of you guys have seen The Last Dance, the incredibly successful Netflix documentary about the Chicago Bulls that also has large portions dedicated to Michael Jordan. There it showed the Jordan mentality. It showed that he was willing to push his teammates to elevate them to another level, a level that he was already acclimatized to, a level that he was already used to. And they actually won back to back championships. And I feel like that whole thing makes Blue Lock really special and probably be one of the best, because when you look at a character, if you have to attach yourself to them, you look at them as individuals. And Isagi, when you look at him as an individual, is probably gonna be an MC that you're gonna attach yourself to, because he progresses, because he changes over time. And you can also look at other different characters in the show that have a lot of similar attributes. So a lot of the time, I feel, unlike other sports anime, Blue Lock is very different and is probably very popular based on the fact that all these players, or by its nature, the manga is very individualistic and it focuses on the ego of the players, which is amazing. And I think that's why I really like it very much, because when I'm looking at a narrative point of view, that's what I think of Blue Lock. Blue Lock is about the individual. Blue Lock is about a certain position, forwards, wings, or just people who are just attackers, and they have to win. That's what people forget. It's not about the team. It's about a position. Unless you look at freaking Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is probably one of the best sports anime, even better than Kuruna Best. Guys, throw shade at me, I don't care. It's an old anime, but it's gold. Because, one, It started off with an individual main character, and then spread along by showing different dynamics of a team, different dynamics of players, how people actually feel about a sport, how people feel about the opposing team. That's when you can say, "Whoa, this is supposed to have teamwork." Makes sense. Blue Lock is about people trying to fight for a single position. By its nature, is selfish. No, so I think that's what people get twisted about Blue Lock, and that's why I understand why when you look at the backstory of Blue Lock, the author did show the script, show the story to different other sports guys, and most of those sports guys said, "Yeah, that's very accurate about how people actually think about football and then the positions they play in. This is a very realistic portrayal of the sport. Why? Because they are football academies, and football academies are places where or situations where a single player fight for the same position. For example, if you look at Cristiano Ronaldo and Nani, both of them were in Lisbon. Both of them were in Lisbon playing for Sporting. They pretty much had a similar position or the same one. They were forwards, they were wingers. The thing that people need to understand is that yes, even if you guys are in the same team fighting for the spot, if you want to be the best, you literally have to crush other people's dreams by being the dream. That's what I think about Blue Lock. Now, Blue Lock is pretty amazing. I would recommend you guys to watch it. And yeah, man, get up my face, eh?